Is Brandon J winning over Michelle's heart? Hey guys, welcome back. Brandon J is making a great impression on Michelle. We're going to get into all the details on what is going on between those two. But before we do, if you are new here, make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any Bachelor Nation updates. As always, I'm your host, Morgan Wright. We are getting into Michelle's season. She's starting to narrow down her guys, but there seems to be a couple of serious contenders. We've seen a lot of Clayton, a lot of Nate, but one that has taken me by surprise is Brandon J. Brandon J has now gotten 2 group date roses in a row. We'll get to that in a second, but let's focus on this group date. So he started this group date strong. He was the first one to read his poem out loud. It was very powerful. Even that's what Michelle told him. He really did set the pace for everybody else. He did a great job. And then at the after party, Michelle and Brandon shared an intimate discussion about their similar experiences growing up, and that earned Brandon his second group date rose. He told the cameras he's absolutely crazy about Michelle at this point, and I think that you can totally see that. He just lights up whenever he's around her. So let's talk about the 2 back-to-back group date roses. Never been done before in the history of the Bachelorette franchise. So there are a couple different routes that we can go with this. One, maybe their connection is really that strong. Maybe on both group dates, Michelle thought that Brandon was the one that really shined in the moment, really left a lasting impression on her. But if that's the case, it leaves the question, why hasn't he gotten a one-on-one date yet? Especially when you compare it to Jamie, who did get the one-on-one date. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense. We've also seen the promo for next week's episode, and it doesn't look like Brandon has a one-on-one date in that episode either. From what we can tell, it's Martin and Rick, and we do see Brandon come in the group date. So that would be 3 in a row. Surely he will not get a 3rd group date rose, although we can never count this out with the crazy drama that is in The Bachelorette. But the other route is it being used to cause drama? I mean, we did see it cause a little bit of an uproar. Some people were jealous that Brandon got 2 group date roses back to back. You know, it's making some people uncomfortable, maybe question where Michelle's head and heart is at. It's like, if it's only with Brandon, why are the rest of them there? I don't know. It's very, very interesting. Let's think back to the first group date. Back in the classroom, he wasn't, the brightest in the room. He maybe needed a few more spelling classes, but Michelle was won over by him. He does seem very genuine overall, and I feel like that probably is what draws Michelle to him. Initially, he's very into his connection with Michelle. He's not really one to get caught up in the drama. He is one of the younger cast members. He is 26, but not a huge deal. Michelle is 28, and it seems like they have a great connection. So let's see, will he go 3 for 3, and when will he get a one-on-one? And we don't spoil things around here, but if you think back to the first episode when we got the really long season promo at the end, we do see Michelle on a beach somewhere with Brandon J. So normally when you get to those type of dates, maybe they're in Mexico, that usually comes final 4, final 3. So is Brandon truly a front runner? I mean, 2 group date roses back to back. I would say keep your eye out for Brandon J. But of course, we want to hear from you. Let us know what you think. Who are the top contenders? Do you think Brandon is going to be her final rose pick? Let us know in the comment section. And like I said before, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring the bell. We give you Bachelor Nation content all the time. We love to talk about all the things. You guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.